Hey everyone, I wanted to show you guys that even people that have been gardening for a while forget things and do things that they know better, but we do them anyway because we're humans and we make mistakes. So I don't know if anybody has ever done cold stratification with a milk jug. I'm trying to see if I have one cut open, and I don't think I do. But it's a way to basically mimic, oh, I do have one cut open, the cold cycle that some seeds have to go through to actually germinate. There's some seeds that need cold to germinate. They will not germinate, or at least not germinate very well, on a regular warm mat or whatever, like a vegetable will, or in a warm garden bed like a vegetable will. And so I started doing this last year, which worked out really well. Is I took, this one's kind of needs to be cleaned up, but I took a milk jug. We get fresh milk from a cow, so I actually don't get fresh jugs. I had to get them from people. And you cut around it, keep the kind of where the handle is, put some holes in it, put some soil in it, and then you put your seeds in it, and then you tape it all up. Normally I like to use like masking tape, painter's tape, something like that, not clear tape, but clear tape is what I had, so this is what you get. You do with what you got. But I'm excited. I came out here to check them. It's been a month since I basically started these, and some of these are banging. If you look here, and this is where my mistake is. Okay, so this guy, look at him. Hang on. Woo! You can't probably really get in there to, there we go. Look at that. Look how many seedlings that is. That's so exciting. Okay, so this is super cool. Do we know what it is? Does it say? Nope, doesn't say. Good morning, your EIC here this morning. I was editing and I realized that the whole chunk of me showing you guys what plants I actually cold stratified did not make it onto a video. So I'm going to show you this morning what I have cold stratified. You guys saw my mistake earlier in the video. I think it might be snapdragons because it was, that seed packet was in my planter, which that's of course where seeds should be. And I don't know what else it would be unless it was like a different ester or something like that, because I have one ester in here. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I have started and then tell you guys how you do this method and what you need to do to make it work. So I'll start with what I got. Okay, so I got some Mary Washington asparagus, some French asparagus. This one's like Procece or something like that, and then another word after that. But I love French variety stuff. I don't know why, but I feel like they just taste better for some reason. Oregano, it's just plain oregano. There's, I believe, not too many varieties of oregano. It's not like basil where there's a ton of varieties. Bluebird, forget-me-nots, rutabaga, a gala lavender ester, which from the lavender you can probably tell it's going to be a purple, really pretty purple flower. Dill, rosemary, thyme, lavender, and I have the mustade variety. And then I got echinacea paradiso super duper, and so that one is like a green and red or something. I don't know, it's very cool looking. A chanter, like aldo or something, cedo, stock, lemon balm, our mystery, which is still going strong, and then marshmallow. Okay, so if you don't know what marshmallow plant is, I don't know what is technically classified, but you do dig it up and you use the root once it forms, and that is it's a sweetener. So it's kind of like stevia, but you're not using the foliage. I don't know if you can or not. I don't know what it's technically classified. This is the only way that I know to use it. And you can dig it up and process it and use it as a sweetener. It traces back to Egyptian times. It's what they used to use to make marshmallows, hence the name. And it's just a little sweetener. So that's what it is, and that's what I've started. I still have some more herbs and stuff I want to start this year. I want to go super hard on my herbs this year. And so yeah, that's my plan. That's why there's so many. And next year I'll probably add a couple more herbs, because why not? Okay, so how to do cold stratification via a milk jug. You can also do cold stratification in your fridge. I have not had good luck with that. You put a wet paper towel, not like soaking wet, but just a damp paper towel, in a plastic baggie, and put that in your fridge, and you let it sit there for however long it needs to be cold stratified. I have not had good luck with that, because I either made it too wet and stuff started to mold, or I made it too dry, excuse me, so the seeds didn't sprout. And so I prefer the milk jug method. Oh, I don't know what's up with me this morning. So this is what you do. You cut it how I showed you yesterday. You put the holes in it like I showed you yesterday. After you've done that, you put soil in it. You wet the soil, make sure it's good and damp, and then you put your seeds in. And usually you can just kind of spread them in, because most of them are almost dust-like. There's a few that aren't, like your asparagus are not dust-like. They're pretty good little circles. And then after you've done that, if you need to put a tiny bit more soil on top, which I probably should have done with my asparagus, but I didn't. And then you wet them slightly, very slightly, because your soil is already wet, so you don't need to go super hard, but just so those seeds get a little wet. And then you close it up and you tape it as much as you can, as tight as you can, so that way all the warmth stays in there. And then once you see seeds starting, which is why the mystery one, the jug lid is open. I opened it this morning. Once you see starts sprouting, you can take the lid off. And then once your frost date is gone, then you can untape it and transfer it to your garden. But you want to keep everything on there until you see sprouts. You can take off the lid. Once your frost date is over, then you undo the tape. So that's how simple it is. I don't know if I said earlier, but I started mine in middle of January. And so they've had about a month to do something. So anyways, back to yesterday's video. If you guys have any questions about cold stratification, I'm your girl. But I need some help with my strawberries. I should test the soil, see what that is. That would probably help a lot. But I'm so excited. Gardening season is almost here. Yes! Anyways, love you guys all. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day wherever you're at. Bye.